Welcome to Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm Josh Coan.
I'm Carter Burquest.
Today we're talking about our Minnesota Vikings because the NFL is never in an off season. We're always talking football. We're always talking the NFL. Today we're going to talk about our receivers. Diggs and Thielen gave us flashbacks of Carter Moss. Okay, maybe not that extreme, but we had a really good receiving duo this year. Should be even better with Kirk Cousins coming in the mix. So let's talk about, do our Vikings have the best wide receiver duo in the NFL this year?
Yeah, I love talking Vikings as well. They're the funnest to talk about. They're the best team in Minnesota right now, so let's talk about them. When you look at receiving duos in the NFL, I think Thielen and Diggs have got to be right up there in the conversation. I don't think you can have this conversation without Thielen and Diggs mentioned. Especially if Diggs stays healthy. They are definitely, I would honestly say I think they would be the top duo in the NFL. I think there are better receivers out there by themselves. Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, maybe Mike Evans, Odell Beckham, that are better receivers than those two. But when you put those two together, I don't think there's many duos that can really top that. Antonio Brown, Smith-Schuster out in Pittsburgh, I think is a good duo. Julio and Sanu in Atlanta, I think is a pretty good duo as well. But I think Thielen and Diggs complement each other very well, are both right at that same level and can do a multitude of different things. They catch the ball, they don't drop the ball, they make the big catches, they can make plays after the catch, they make their quarterback look better than he is, a la Case Keenum last year. So I don't know, I think they are the best receiving duo in the NFL. I don't know, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, the names that I think of too, that I've seen on lists similar to this, are the same names that you pulled out right there. Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Oakland is maybe worth the conversation with Amari Cooper and Jordy Nelson now. Who knows what we're going to get from Jordy Nelson at this stage in his career. But that's a pretty good duo as well, but there's no way that I'm going to put them on the same level as Diggs and Thielen. They're the only duo that I think right now, you could argue they're both could be number one receivers, but they also complement each other well. And I think they're only going to look even better with Kirk Cousins under center, a better thrower of the ball than Case Keenum was. When you watch those games, there was plenty of times where Thielen was open and he missed him, or he had to bail out Keenum on a ball that was thrown too high. They make plays, and they're not Randy Moss, Chris Carter, who are both in the Hall of Fame now, who are two of the best receivers to ever do it. But as Vikings fan, I think our bar is just set so high for receivers because we're used to watching Moss and Carter. But these two are the best duo in the league right now. And hopefully they stay together and win us a championship or two in Minnesota.
For sure. I completely agree. And I think one of the most underrated things about receivers I don't think people talk about all the time is the receiver's hands. Obviously, you have to be a great route runner. You have to have speed. You have to be able to jump. All those different things that receivers are asked to do. But I honestly don't think there's many more devastating plays in the NFL, obviously turnovers aside, when the receiver runs a great route, the O-line blocks, it's a third down, you need the first down, he's past the first down marker, the quarterback puts it right on the numbers, and he drops the ball. And I think a lot of receivers, you see that quite a bit, like Amari Cooper out in Oakland, drops the ball all the time. And I think that just drives you nuts because you did everything perfectly all the way to what should be the easiest part of the entire play, and it's not handled correctly. And that's what I love about Thielen and Diggs is they make the catches, they make contested catches, they make the big play, and they're fun to watch.
Yeah, well, I think that says a lot to those two guys. Diggs being a fifth-round pick, and Adam Thielen being undrafted and going to a smaller school without a scholarship. I mean, these are guys that have had to work for everything they've gotten. So they're great route runners. They make sure that when the ball comes to them, they catch it every single time. They're not the typical diva receivers that you see that are first-round picks, that are flashy, that are athletic, that can get everyone's attention, but don't have the solid hands and don't put in the work, a la maybe Treadwell, a former pick that hasn't panned out so well with Minnesota. But these two guys they do it the right way. And it's nice to have those guys as our wide receivers, and I'm glad they're on our team.
For sure.
Let us know what you guys think. Do the Vikings have the best duo in the NFL, or is there another duo for another team that you want to throw out there? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.